Good morning, my dear children of Standard 5. As we started Chapter 2 Plants in previous session, and today also we will continue the same chapter of the different topics. So, see all of you and please note down the important points that is very clear. Then, after that, we are studying. Here is the topic written Insectivorous plant, and another topic is your reproduction. Two topics, insectivorous plant and reproduction, you have to be very clear today. So, first of all, you know what is the meaning of insectivorous plant. It is very clear that plants feed on insects are called insectivorous plant. Clear? See that these plants trap insects in their sticky leaves, and these are the examples: pitcher plant and fly trap. Clear to all of you? Related to these plants, I am just giving you a video. By watching the video, it will be very clear how the insects are sitting on these plants and how digested that it will be very clear. You see, you watch the video.
Isn't that a beautiful plant? Who could imagine that such a pretty-looking plant can feed on insects? Plants that feed on animals, especially insects, are called insectivorous plants. The structures of these insectivorous plants, which trap insects, are actually modified leaves. These plants are naturally found in the areas where soil lacks nutrients. They obtain additional nutrient supplements from the animals they trap. These insectivorous plants have special trapping mechanisms to catch their prey, and they have special enzymes to absorb them. Let us now look at some insectivorous plants and learn how they trap their prey. This is a picture of a pitcher plant. It definitely got its name because of its shape, just like a pitcher of water. Here, the insects go into the pitcher, looking for some syrupy fluid in the pitcher. But they get stuck in the pitcher as the lid closes. What happens after that? The plant secretes enzymes or digestive juices inside the pitcher, and the insect is digested. Bladderworts have tiny bladders that create a vacuum in it to suck in small aquatic insects. The bladder has a small opening sealed by a hinged door. The door is surrounded by hair. When small aquatic insects touch the hair, the hinged door opens and the insect is sucked into the bladder. The insect is then absorbed by the plant using digestive enzymes. Like most of the insectivorous plants, sundew is also a very attractive-looking plant. The upper surfaces of the leaves are covered with tentacle-like stalks. These tentacles contain glands that produce sticky secretions to trap and digest insects. When the insect sits on these tentacles, the leaf folds over it and the insect is caught. This is Venus flytrap, another insectivorous plant wherein the leaves literally snap shut when insects land on it. The leaf is modified into two blades with thorn-like structures along the margins. These blades are hinged along at the midrib. Look what happens when an insect sits on it. Snap! After about 10 days, it reopens only after the digestion is complete. Now, watch this carefully. The fly unknowingly hovers over the leaves of a Venus flytrap plant. And there, it gets trapped. That's the wonder of nature. Many of these insectivorous plants are capable of living in barren or boggy places as they get the nutrients from the insects they feed on, instead of from the soil.
So children, you have seen that 4 types of the insectivorous plant and how they feed on insects. It is very clear, understood, all of you. Now, see, the next topic is reproduction in plant. So, 2 types of the reproduction in plant takes place. First is reproduction through seed and second is vegetative reproduction. Clear to all of you? So, about this you have to know in details. So, before that you should know what is the meaning of reproduction, the term reproduction. What is this? It is the process in which living thing produces more of their own kind to maintain their race. So children, what is the meaning of race? It means the species, the same species. Suppose it is given the example here, the wheat plant that produces only the seed of wheat, can't produce the seed of the gram. Very clear. Like that also, you can take the example of the gram seed. If the gram seed germinates and form a plant, then after they produce the different seeds, many seeds, and all germinate to form. That is again what? That is same gram plant. Very clear. So always remember the meaning of reproduction. Next is how the reproduction takes place through seeds. Before that, you should know the term, the seed. What is seed? You look here, seed develops in flowering plant. It means the plants that bear flower, only those plants can produce the seed because they produce flower, then fruit will form, then seed will be formed inside the fruit. See here, flowers help in the formation of fruit. Ripen fruits form seed. It means, take the example of mango. Mango is very juicy and fleshy fruit, and inside the mango fruit, after the ripen, you will see that a seed is present in the middle. So we can germinate that seed to form a new plant. So that seed is formed inside the fruit. What is here? Mature seeds dispersed by various agents like air, water, insects, human being, etc. It means surrounding us there are various kinds of the plants and there are various methods of the dispersal of seed. It means movement of seed from one place to another. Just after this discussion of this picture, we will discuss about the dispersal of seed. See here, it is here the given the seed of bean. Bean seed is soaked and it is distributed into two equal halves. It is very clear that they are containing two seed leaves. So how the structure is showing to you, this is the whole seed. At your home also there are so many kinds of seed and you can watch that. And very minutely you will see that in this area there is a small hole is present. This is known as micropyle. What is the meaning of micropyle? This micropyle is a small hole. This allows water to enter inside the seed. Clear? When you will see clearly the two leaves, and that is known as cotyledons. This is cotyledon. And this is showing the radicle, and this is axis, and this is plumule. So radicle after growth, it develops root, and plumule form the shoot. It means the stem. This is the outer covering, and this outer covering is known as seed coat. So what is the function of seed coat? Seed coat protects the seed from the unfavorable condition if present surrounding the seed. So children, at your home you can see different kinds of seed like bean and gram, masoor and peas also. This seed you can see and watch that where is micropyle present. Clear to all of you? You have to draw this picture also so that each labeling and the each word you have to know very clear. Next is, that is, dispersal of seed. What is the meaning of dispersal of seed? Just I discussed. Movement of seeds from one place to another by various agents. That is, agent just I discussed, air, water, animal and human being. And what is the meaning of the seed dispersal? It means it helps in germination, because if they will get the favorable conditions, they can germinate. Here I have given a picture in front of you, that is seed dispersal by air. Some seeds that are dispersed in air, air is the agent, and this can be shifting from one place to another place. And if the favorable condition will be available for these seeds, they can grow and germinate into a new plant. So clear, my dear students, to all of you, what is dispersal of seed? This you all the things that I have given you in the form of definition, please you note down and learn it. Next you see each part just I have shown you in the diagram, but again I am writing here you, that is in the definition way, or you can see what is the function of this. First is what? Micropyle. What is this? Minute hole present in the seed and allows water to enter inside. Just you have seen in the seed. Second is seed coat. Seed is covered by an outer layer called as seed coat, and it protects the seed. When you will soak the seed, just like take the example of gram, then after soaking, then you can separate the seed coat from the seed leaves. Very clearly it will be seen, and you can do practical work at your home. Third is cotyledons. What is cotyledon? This is also known as seed leaves. Just I discussed you, and according to the presence of these cotyledons, the plants are differentiated into two types, monocotyledons and dicotyledons. What is the meaning of mono? Mono means single. Some plants have one seed leaf. That is given you rice, maize, wheat. Very common these examples and available at your home. You can see if you will press the rice seed, it cannot be differentiated into two equal parts. Like that maize also, like that wheat also. So these are called as monocotyledons. Second is dicotyledons. Di means two. It means the plants having two seed leaves. Take the example of gram, peas and all pulses. When you soak the gram seed in water and you press it, that will be separate into two equal halves. You see here I have given the picture you that is of gram seed. They are dicotyledons, and this is the picture of the wheat, that is monocotyledons. So clear to all of you? You can write the differences between that and more examples you write down and also draw the picture of these monocots and dicots. Very clear. Next is number 4 is baby plant. It is present inside the seed leaves, which contains tiny root and tiny shoot. Just I discussed in the picture, that is structure of seed, that is radicle was there that develops to form roots, and plumule was there that develops to form shoot. So see this seed how growing into the seedling, and these are the stem and this is leaf. So this whole it is the baby plant, and also you can say this is a seedling or young plant. Clear? These plants are taking their food from this cotyledons. It means cotyledons store the food for the baby plant, and this is showing to you that how the germination starts from one seed. Next, your topic is seed germination. Very clear. What is this? Seed grows and develop into the seedling is called seed germination. Just you have seen the picture of seedling. It means what is the meaning of seedling? That is young plant. You see here that is developing seed in this is the layer of soil, and this is stages of germination. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 stages that is showing to you. How this is? It means seed that is shown inside the soil. After that they are taking the air and water from the soil. They starts growing the roots. Now root part already that is growing inside the soil, and how they are again after that these seed leaves are giving the nutrition to these plants, and after that what will happen? This is showing the seed coat. Seed coat will fall down from the this seed, and what will happen? Now the small shoot will arise and the leaves are also arising. Now when it will grow, then the complete leaf that will form. Now the nourishment, the nutrition will starts now after this from the soil. So we are adding water, manure, minerals. They are absorbing by the root hairs. Clear to all of you? So, what are the conditions here necessary for the seed germination? That is air, water and warmth. It means air, water. What is the meaning of warmth? That is a small amount of temperature. Heat is necessary. And children, in the previous class I told you that in the next class we have to study about the seed. So have you prepared that soaked seed? That was your homework. And if you have done, then again I am giving you an activity that you take some gram seeds that will be easily available in your kitchen and take 4 dishes. It means in first days you keep only the some seeds, 5 to 6 seeds in open air. Okay. In the second dish you keep the seed inside the water. Totally dip the seed into water. And in third one you keep the seed inside the refrigerator. Clear to all of you? And in fourth dish you will keep the wet cotton and keep the seed on that and cover it with a small paper so that a small amount of the warmth will be given to the seed. After 4 or 5 days, what will happen? You have to note down this activity. Clear? Again I am reminding you what you will find. These condition all 1, 2, 3. These all are necessary for the germination. In the first stage you have kept the seed in the air, so that will not germinate because water and warmth is not present. In the second dish you have kept the seed inside the water, so it is not getting the air and warmth, so that will also not germinate. In the third you have kept the seed inside the refrigerator, that will also not germinate that because they are not getting the warmth and air. But fourth one you have kept, that is containing the wet cotton and the seed that is covered with a small paper. So everything, the air, water and warmth is given to the seed, so the seed will germinate. So this activity also I am giving you, my dear children, and you will do at your home, and very simple, it can be done by you. Here is also the stages of germination. You put the heading of this picture, that the stages of germination of seed. You have to draw the picture very clearly, and this is bean seed. You know bean, that bean seeds, that is germination, that is shown to you. Clear to all of you? Next is that after this chapter worksheet is given to you, and this worksheet is your homework. So see very clearly. First is that write the functions of seed coat and micropyle. I have discussed and it is written also in your topic in this video. So easily I think that will be done by you. But in any confusion you can consult to me, so that you have to write the correct answer. Understood? What is seed dispersal? Also it is discussed. Then you can do easily. Define reproduction and seed germination. Also this definition is given to you. Then you do, children, very well, and write the conditions necessary for germination, seed germination. Just I discussed the 3 conditions. So children, your time these days is very precious. So utilize your time. Thank you.